It's Amy, your Gray Girlfriend, and welcome to the Gray Girlfriend's Guide to Life podcast. First, let me say that I'm so happy and grateful that you're here with me. Out of the more than 3 million podcasts available, you chose this one, so thank you. This podcast was created for high-achieving women, real women who face and conquer real challenges, real women who are ready to take their lives to the next level. Between us all, we've been through it all, and I'm here to tell you, you can thrive despite it. So whether you're commuting to or from work or doing one of the other 50,000 things you do on a weekly basis, pop in your earbuds, my friend, and let's go. Welcome to the Gray Girlfriend's Guide to Life podcast. I'm your host, Amy Blair Lawson. Today's episode is entitled, Let Go Your Ego. Have you been feeling stuck or tired, lonely, or overwhelmed? What if the reason for these feelings is not because something is wrong with you, but because your mind has been trying to protect you for too long? That may sound surprising, but it is one of the most important things women over 45 need to hear. By the time many women reach midlife, they have carried grief and responsibility and reinvention and disappointment and hormone shifts and identity changes and the quiet pressure of being the strong one for years. Their nervous systems have adapted. Their brains have learned new patterns. Their egos have built defenses. And while these defenses may have once kept them safe, they can eventually become the very thing that blocks love and peace and energy and freedom and joy. If I just described you, that's good news, because what was learned can be unlearned. You don't need to stay in survival mode. You don't need to keep carrying the emotional weight of every loss and every betrayal and every moment of feeling unseen. You can soften and be safe. You can heal. You can allow more good into your life again. Your brain is trying to protect you, but it may be keeping you stuck. From a neuroscience perspective, the brain is designed to detect threat and predict danger and conserve energy. That means it constantly scans for what might go wrong. For women over 45, this often becomes louder because life has already taught you to brace yourself. Maybe you lost someone you love. Maybe you went through divorce and your heart never quite felt safe again. Maybe illness or menopause or chronic stress or exhaustion made your body feel unfamiliar. Maybe your children grew up and you felt the silence of an empty nest. Maybe your career shifted or your role changed or your identity felt less certain. Your brain does what brains do. It creates stories to explain pain. It says things such as, don't trust love too much, or stay in control, or don't get too hopeful, or rest later, or you have to earn peace, or it's safer to expect less. If you tell yourself anything that resembles any of those, that is your ego at work. It's not evil. It's not broken. It's protective, but the protective can become resistive. Author Michael A. Singer, in his recent book, Wisdom Untethered, teaches that inner suffering increases when we resist life instead of letting it flow through us. Marissa Peer, the world-renowned therapist who developed rapid transformational therapy, also known as RTT, and who, by the way, trained me well, teaches that your mind can be reprogrammed when you replace limiting beliefs with identity-level truth. And neuroscience confirms that repeated thoughts and emotional states strengthen the same neural pathways, making fear feel familiar and peace feel foreign. What does that mean for you? It means that something can feel familiar but not be true. So why does the ego block the good? The ego doesn't actually want your happiness. It wants your certainty. It would rather keep you guarded than let you feel vulnerable. It would rather keep you busy than let you feel grief. It would rather you keep overthinking than let you surrender. It would rather keep you attached to the old pain than let you risk new joy. That is why so many women can describe exactly what is wrong in their lives, but still feel unable to shift it. Their nervous systems are braced. Their subconscious mind is loyal to old survival patterns. Their ego is whispering, don't open too wide, don't trust the good, don't let life surprise you. And yet the very things you crave the most, unconditional love and inner stillness, boundless freedom and vibrant energy, can only enter a life that is open enough to receive them. There is a hidden cost of staying armored up. When the body stays in protection mode too long, it begins to feel like your personality. You may call yourself independent, but underneath you are tired of carrying everything alone. You may call yourself private, but underneath you are afraid of being hurt again. You may call yourself resilient, but underneath you are numb. You may call yourself fine, but underneath you are grieving. The nervous system cannot fully relax when it believes it is still in danger. That is why so many women over 45 feel emotionally exhausted, even when life looks stable on the outside. But this is not weakness, my friend. It is wiring, and wiring can change. So how do you move through grief and divorce and illness and change? First, understand that pain is not a sign that you are failing. Pain is a signal that something needs to be felt and processed and released. For example, if you've lost a loved one, grief may come in waves. Some days you may feel functional. Other days, a smell or a song or a memory can bring back the ache so sharply that it takes your breath away. The goal is not to get over it. The goal is to let grief move through you without turning into a lifelong contraction. And if you've gone through divorce, the hurt may not just be about the end of the relationship. It may be about trust or identity or safety or betrayal and the question, who am I now? The brain often clings to old stories because certainty feels safer than the unknown. If you're dealing with illness or chronic stress, autoimmune symptoms, or menopause shifts, your body may feel like it is no longer cooperating with the life you used to know. That can create fear and resentment and sadness. But again, resistance intensifies suffering. Singer's teachings invite you to witness the experience instead of merging with it. RTT helps you uncover the deeper emotional beliefs underneath it. And neuroscience reminds us that what we repeatedly practice becomes what the brain expects. So instead of asking, why is this happening to me? A better question, a more healing question would be, what is this asking me to release? RTT can help you with that. RTT can help you rewrite the old story. RTT is powerful because it works with the subconscious mind, the part of you that restores identity and emotion and automatic patterns. If your subconscious believes, I'm only safe when I'm in control, or love always ends in loss, or my body is failing me, or I'm too old to start over, or peace has to be earned, or I have to keep going no matter what, then your behavior will keep matching those beliefs. RTT can help uncover where those beliefs began, release the emotional charge attached to them, and replace them with a new internal script. A new script that sounds like, I am safe enough to soften, or I can grieve and still live, or I can begin again, or my body deserves care, not criticism, or peace is allowed now, or my life is not over, it is opening. This is not positive thinking, my friend. This is nervous system reconditioning. There is a path back to yourself through this. Healing doesn't mean forcing yourself to be happy. It means becoming honest enough to stop pretending you are fine when you're not. It means slowing down enough to hear your own inner wisdom. It means allowing pain to be pain without turning it into your identity. When you stop fighting what is, your energy begins to return. When you stop bracing for loss, your heart begins to open. When you stop asking your ego to keep you safe, your soul finally gets a chance to heal. And that is where peace lives. Not in perfection, not in control, not in pretending, but in presence. There's a new chapter available to you. If you are a woman over 45 and life has left you carrying more than your share, hear me clearly. You are not broken. You are not too late. You are not too old. You are not too far gone. You are simply being invited into a different way of living. A way with less fear, a way with more truth, a way with more softness, a way with more trust, and a way with more good. The ego says, protect yourself. Healing says, open anyway. The ego says, stay guarded. Your soul says, let love in. The ego says, this is all there is. Life says, no, there's more. And with that, allow me to say this. May peace find you in the middle of the mess. May courage rise in you when life feels heavy. And may your heart stay open to all that is good. You are resilient, you are worthy, and you are being carried by more love than you know. I'm wishing you peace and plenty of all good things. Until next time, this is Amy, your gray girlfriend. Hey, it's Amy. Did you know that what we tell ourselves about ourselves impacts every decision we make? Every decision. So if you're feeling stuck in any aspect of your life, RTT can help. Want to know more? Go to amyblairlawson.com or click on the calendar link in the show notes to schedule your complimentary 30-minute consultation. Oh, one last thing. I can't forget the legal stuff. You know what I'm talking about. The language a lawyers write that I have to read to you. Well, here it goes. This podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only. While I am a rapid transformational therapy practitioner, a certified divorce financial analyst, and a licensed investment advisor, this podcast is not intended as a substitute for a private session or a consultation. Got it? All right. Until next time, wishing you peace and plenty of all good things.